In the city of Suzhou, there's a gate that has stood for 500 years. Behind it, water, stone, lotus, and silence. Before it, on this particular evening, a man is lying in the red dust. His name does not matter now. What matters is his hand. It is reaching toward the gate, trembling, as if one touch could undo 40 years. Close up, a man's face lying in the red dust. His eyes are wide, fixed on the gate above him. A single tear tracks through the dirt on his cheek. And inside that tear, if you look closely, a reflection, a lotus flower, a pavilion on water, the garden he cannot enter, the garden that was once his. He spent his life chasing the wind of the red dust, only to realize, in this final moment, that the only thing that ever mattered was the stillness behind this gate. His father knew. From the very beginning, his father knew. The tear falls. It strikes the red earth, and the red earth becomes water. 16 years earlier, the year is 1509. A man named Wang Xianchen has just been dismissed from the court of the Ming Emperor. He served as imperial censor, a man whose duty was to speak truth to power. He spoke, and they sent him home. He came back to Suzhou, the city of his birth. He came back to a ruined Buddhist temple and an overgrown field. And he stood there in the morning mist, and he saw something no one else could see. He sent for a painter. His name was Wen Zhengming, one of the 4 great masters of the Ming dynasty. Wang Xianchen said to him, "I do not want a garden. I want a painting that you can walk inside." Wen Zhengming opened his brush, and together they began. Wang Xianchen gave his garden a name that only a man who had lost everything could choose. He called it Zhuojing Yuan, the humble administrator's garden. He took the words from an ancient poem. This, too, is the governance of one who is artless. He had failed at the governance of empire. So he would govern water. He would govern stone. He would govern the lotus and the wind. This garden was his answer to the court that had cast him out. For 16 years, he built. Workers came with Taihu stones, limestone carved by 10,000 years of lake water into shapes of impossible beauty. Each stone was chosen for 4 qualities: its wrinkles, its hollows, its thinness, its transparency. Wang Xianchen walked among them like a man choosing words for a poem. No garden in China devotes more of itself to water than this one. 30% of the humble administrator's garden is water. Not a lake, a landscape. The water divides, hides, reveals, reflects. Walk here, and you are always near it, always hearing it, always seeing the sky living inside it. Wang Xianchen understood something ancient. That water does not just reflect the world. It remembers it. My father built this bridge so the rain would never touch our skin. He didn't realize that the storm was already inside me. Now I stand in the red dust, soaked to the bone, staring at the dry path I walked away from. He called it the flying rainbow. He said that even when the sky is gray, a man can build his own light. The main hall of the garden has latticed windows on all 4 sides. In summer, the lotus blooms across the entire pond before it. The hall is named for what you smell before you see it, the scent of lotus carried on the water from 100 meters away. The Chinese have a word for this: distant fragrance, beauty that travels to you before it arrives. The lotus does not shout. It drifts. In one corner of the garden, there is a pavilion built for rain. Banana leaves are planted directly beside its open walls. Enormous tropical leaves that tremble under each drop. Wang Xianchen understood something. That stillness is not the absence of sound. It is knowing which sounds deserve your full attention. Stand in the northern part of the central garden and look outward. Beyond the garden wall, rising above the white plastered stone, you will see a pagoda. It belongs to a temple outside the garden. Wang Xianchen did not build it. He did not own it. He simply positioned his garden so that it would always be visible from within. The Chinese call this jiejing, borrowed scenery. The greatest lesson the garden teaches: beauty does not require possession. You can make something yours simply by learning how to look at it. The garden is full of circular doorways, moon gates, each one a perfect circle cut into a whitewash wall. You pass through them the way you pass from one chapter of a story to the next. The wall is not a barrier. It is a frame. And on the other side, always, another painting. Wang Xianchun died around 1530. His son inherited the garden. The records of what happened next are brief and brutal. In a single night of dice, the son lost the garden. The entire estate, the 16 years of stone and water, passed to another man's hands. There is no portrait of the son, no poem in his name. History does not record what he felt when he woke the following morning. But we can imagine his hand, reaching for something it could no longer touch. We return to the dust. We return to the hand. We return to the man who learned too late what his father spent 16 years trying to give him. Not a garden, a way of seeing the world. The garden has survived every dynasty that rose and fell around it. Divided in the Qing era, occupied by rebellion, preserved by the Republic. It has outlasted every name on its deeds. Today is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, 52,000 square meters of water, stone, and lotus, open to anyone who comes to its gate. In spring, the wisteria drapes purple over the white walls. In summer, the lotus fills the pond from edge to edge. In autumn, the osmanthus perfumes the entire garden with a sweetness that has no translation. In winter, the snow turns everything to ink. The garden does not need you to appreciate it. It has been here for 500 years. It will be here long after we are dust. Wang Xianchun called his garden the humble administrator's garden. He took the words from a poet who had also failed, who had also retreated from the world and found, in retreat, something the world could not give him: to tend water, to govern stone, to grow old beside a lotus pond. This too is governance. This too is enough. The gate is open. The garden is waiting. What are you chasing in the red dust?